Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to talk about something that not too long ago there was news that broke that Bruce Wayne and a young Alfred are both cast in this Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie. They cast both young versions of these characters, and one of my theories, if you guys haven't seen my previous videos, one of my theories is that I'm hoping won't happen is that the Joker will be the killer of Batman's parents. Ever since it was announced that Thomas Wayne would be in this movie, originally it was supposed to be Alec Baldwin, but then he dropped out the next day, and now it's someone else, the guy from The Dark Knight Rises, who's now playing Thomas Wayne in this movie. Nothing related to The Dark Knight Rises, but and nothing related to the DCEU in any way. They just said, since this is not connected to any of those, let's use him as Thomas Wayne. And I was very skeptical about it because I'm like, do the Waynes have to be involved in this? Can't we create another character, like maybe Lex? Bring in Lex Luthor. That would be cool if you want an evil billionaire, because they said they wanted like a Trump-like billionaire. That was rumors anyway, so I don't know. And Lex Luthor would be a great Trump-like billionaire, who also became president in the comics, by the way. And look, I just don't know how I feel about this movie. Now it's sounding like Gotham the movie, and I like Gotham, but I don't want to see Gotham now a movie version of that, you know? It's already weird to me that we're having a movie where the Joker is becoming the Joker before Batman even exists. I will be cool with that if the Joker dies at the end of this movie. And the Joker that we see in this movie, I know I've said this in another video, the Joker that we see in this movie becomes an inspiration to the Joker that will one day be the enemy of Batman. Especially since they do want this movie, from my understanding, they want this to be a one-off film, right? So that would make the most sense. Or else, how old is Batman or the Joker going to be when Batman exists? Because this kid is really young. I don't know if you guys saw the picture of this kid who's playing Bruce Wayne, but he is a really young kid. That looks like he's in his diapers still. I'm over-exaggerating, but you get what I'm saying, right? And so the Joker's going to be, what, like 100 by the time Bruce becomes Batman? I don't know. We don't know what this movie is going to be yet. But as a fan, I do not want to see the Joker be the killer of Batman's parents. That's the biggest hope I have from this movie. And now I'm starting not to want this Joker to be around by the end of the movie. I think he should be killed off. Again, I don't know what's going to happen in this movie. For all we know, maybe Bruce dies also at the end of this film, and maybe Batman doesn't exist in this universe. Who the hell knows? It's just some people, including myself, feel very weird about all this, especially when you have a cinematic universe that's going on. And I don't want to live in a day and age where people are confused at which Joker is the real Joker, you know? Or, like, I thought Jared Leto was the Joker. Or, let's put it this way. Back when Batman Begins first came out, all people knew about the Joker, people that weren't heavily connected to the comics or the animated series, all people knew about the Joker was that he was the killer of Batman's parents. I remember when Batman Begins first came out and they had Joe Chill kill Batman's parents, a regular schmo off the street, which is how the comics interpreted it, was that it was just a random mugger. Tim Burton, because he felt Joker and Batman needed that hard connection, he made the Joker kill Batman's parents in that movie. And for that film, it was fine. It worked in that movie. I'm not going to take that away from what Tim Burton did creatively. But I don't want to go through this problem where, during that time, I remember going on the IMDb boards and message boards, and on there were people asking, I thought it was the Joker that killed Batman's parents. How come Christopher Nolan changed it? It's like it wasn't changed, you morons. It was that was something Tim Burton did, and people who are not educated enough, who don't read about these characters, they don't know. They're uneducated. They think, oh, it only happened that way. That must have been how it always happened. No. So I don't want to go through another 10 years or 20 years of people saying, oh, the Joker killed Batman's parents. I thought it was Joe Chill. I I just it causes all sorts of confusion, and I think personally, Joe Chill killing Batman's parents, making it a random thug off the street, I think it makes it more relatable, because people do get mugged, people do get shot by random people. Unfortunately, you hear this stuff on the news. Um, Turn on the news, you'll hear bad shit happens, unfortunately. And that's what people can relate to. And I like the idea of a regular criminal created Batman, but then Batman, because he decided to put on this persona as Batman, other criminals said, well, now we have to ump the ante, they say a line at the end of Batman Begins, like, they talk about how criminals start using weapons, and then they start using more sophisticated weapons, and then they try to up them. Um, I think it was escalation. I don't remember what the exact line of dialogue was, but it was a great line of dialogue hinting, setting up the Joker for the Dark Knight, because that would be the next level of where criminals were going to go. And I think it would be cool to keep it that way in Batman's mythology. But again, like I said, I don't want to jump the gun. I'm not one of those fans that like jump the gun and say, I'm not going to watch this movie because they're changing too much. I'm going to give the movie a chance. I'm just saying this is not what I want to see. But look, I'm going to go see it anyways because it's a Batman related character movie. And I want to see how bad or good they make it. So, with that being said, guys, I want you to comment below. What do you think about Bruce Wayne and Alfred, a young version of Bruce Wayne and Alfred being in this movie? Maybe we're over exaggerating, and it's going to be like a small little scene or two. And with that being said, I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, especially if you are a huge fan of DC or Marvel or anything that is superhero related. Disney too. I like a whole bunch of things. Once in a while, I'll even talk about small movies. Like I reviewed First Man recently, that astronaut movie with Ryan Gosling. That was a good movie. Go check it out. With that being said, until next time, take care.